Hello and welcome to the Portent Cast. My name is Lila and I'm your dungeon keeper and host. The Portent Cast is a queer, female, and non-binary actual TTRPG show where we're playing TTRPGs of all sorts. You're tuning into episode 12 of A Perilous Voyage. You can keep updated with everything we do TTRPGs over on our Twitter, and you can watch episode clips over on TikTok. You can also keep updated with episodes here on YouTube by hitting that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into the introductions.
Hello, I'm Kristen and I play Vernon.
Hi, I'm Star and I play Mariana.
Hi, I'm Helen and I play Narissa.
Hello, I'm Ezra and I play Ether.
Hi, I'm Lindsay and I play Seraphina.
And Carolee is not joining us for this episode, so I'll be playing Talara. But yeah, let's set sail on to this week's episode of A Perilous Voyage.
Hey there, my name's CD, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about a project I'm a part of called the Summer of TTRPGs. This project is a collaboration between many voices in the tabletop role-playing space where we create fun and new stories using different game systems for each game. If you didn't know already, the first 2 one-shots are already available for viewing, the first one being a summer camp thriller using the Kids on Bike system, and the second one, a mystery-solving group of bookstore employees in a Monster of the Week game. These games are released every other Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the next one to be released is on May 30th. It's going to be a Pathfinder game where a village of goblins are suddenly attacked by strange, unidentified, flying objects. I'm excited for you all to see all the wonderful stories, including some that I'm a part of as well. But let's get you back to your regular episode of A Perilous Voyage.
After fighting a dragon, buying a new ship, and an undead friend popping back up like a daisy, the crew of the new Golden Rose ship had set a course to Ogorok Scurry, where they believed the next clue of Ragnar's treasure hoard to be. On their way there, the travel was lax, but the crew's emotions were at a high when it was learned that Talara was hiding her past, and that someone from that past, a girl named Willow, had appeared in Mariana's limbo dream. Despite all that, you were all able to make the voyage from Asuran to Ogorok Scurry without incident, or at least that's what you thought. On that final day, you were a few miles out from the island, the rocky spires coming into view, as Narissa and Talara had noticed the water around the Golden Rose was moving like there were ships around you. Narissa released an arrow and caused a magical effect that was cloaking the ships to disappear. As the effect dropped, you saw 2 large pirate ships drift into form, and as they do, you see large harpoons jolt forward, anchoring into both anchoring into your ship, 6 different gangplanks being thrown down on your deck, and you see about 40 different pirates of all numerous weapons pointed towards your ship. What do you do?
I'm sorry, 4D?
Yes, correct.
Scream.
Right.
And that's just what you see.
I want to cry. Oh, okay. We can map situation.
I'm readying a spell, but like I'm not doing it yet until like Mariana officially says to either charge or not, since she's captain.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to get a look. Can I see what the flags are? Can I try to, before we have to do anything, can I get an assessment of who these people are?
Give me a quick perception check.
Perceive! Perceive! Perceive? Perceive. 25.
Okay. The one immediately to your guys' right-hand side, you look up and you see a flag. It looks to be a wave that on the froth is crashing gold coins. But that's what you see.
Okay. Well, they're boarding us. They seem,
Aggressive?
aggressive is the term?
You don't appear to be, like, trying to harm you in any way at the moment.
Late. Parlay.
Ether. You look towards this this flag and you immediately recognize it as the Golden Tide. A ship you read about.
Oh god. What else do I know about this ship?
It is the main ship of the Vixen's 3 fleet.
Oh, so would I recognize this? I would recognize
Yes, you
this.
would too.
Ether looks up and is like angry for a second because they're not sure if these people are aggressive. And then their eyes widen and they kind of just like look at Mariana and like look back, and it's kind of like trying to like get her to look at the flag because they think that she would recognize it when she doesn't.
Does Seraphina recognize any of the 40 people coming on board?
You recognize a fair few of them.
I still got my action ready, but like, I start saying hi to everyone I know.
You see like a few of them raise their hand to wave, and then they immediately, like a few of them on next to those two are like, shut up, don't say anything.
Do I see the Vixen anywhere?
No.
Sad day.
What are you guys doing?
Wait.
Do I yell the word parlay? I call out, this is rude. Please stop. Oh, hold on. This is rude. Please stop doing this. What's going on?
Well, you see, you're coming for a treasure that is not yours. You hear a voice kind of come from the main ship, that one that's on your right side, and you see an elven woman appear out of the crowd. Dark skin, long, kind of like golden locks, and you see behind her is a large minotaur with a battle axe on his shoulder, and she's walking onto the deck of your ship. Or at least onto the gangplank.
And what treasure would that be?
Ah, I think you know. You're after Raganos. You're after the next clue.
And are you Raganorth?
Oh, you don't know who I am? You haven't heard the beautiful bard songs that have been sung about me? I know the Blaze over here has.
Well, if you were worth
Still,
mentioning,
like,
I'm sure she would have
looking
said
at
something.
Mariana.
I would know her name besides the Vixen, right? I just don't think we've ever discussed it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get that name?
Yep, it's Aelwyn.
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 Okay, thank you. Seraphina's gonna speak up. Aelwyn, how did you even know that we were coming over here?
Oh, a little birdie told me. You see, he was red, scaled.
Oh, well, we left on good terms, didn't we?
For the most part.
Okay. I'm trying to think of how to approach this without, like...
Who is the captain on the ship? Speak up.
I'm pretty sure I already told you to go eat shit.
Aelin, why are we being so hostile?
I wasn't being hostile. The one with the, the undead look to her was, being hostile. She told me to eat shit.
I'm dead, so
Oh, this is not surprising.
not just a look.
You don't have to tell people this thing about me. That's just a thing we can know that we never discuss.
Apologies. That's fair.
You're boarding my ship, demanding we what?
I just wanted a conversation. You didn't give me a word. You just asked
Okay,
for a parlay,
okay.
but who are you? Why are you talking? You're not the captain.
Excuse me, I am the first mate.
Oh, you don't look like one.
Means I am Mariana's most trusted officer. So if you'd like to talk to her, you can also talk to me.
I want to talk to the
I am
captain.
a part of this.
You can
You will
talk to
also
my
talk-
buddy here, and kind of gestures towards the Minotaur.
Do an
You're
insight check on him.
You are outgunned. I don't think you have any attitude.
Outplanned.
Either take out their gun. No,
Sorry.
everyone, all at once.
You are outgunned. You have no points to try to fight this.
You said I was fighting. You just said you wanted a conversation, and I'll give you a conversation.
I wanted to speak with the captain, not you.
Okay, let me speak with the captain for one moment, and I.
I'd like you to make what is the save?
Before that happens, Seraphina tries to interject and be like, okay, pause from everyone. Aelin, look. We know each other. We're fine with each other, right?
Okay, you don't need to make a save. You begin
Seraphina
talking and
coming
you just go quiet.
Jesus. Aelin, what is this about? You said that your
You're encroaching
friend
on
told
waters
you.
that are not for you to encroach on.
Why is this? Well. First off, so your friend. When did your friend tell you this?
Oh, just about 3 weeks ago before, you killed him?
Okay, so you know he's dead. Fantastic.
Yes.
I don't have
I
to
mean,
go about that.
he did his part well. Distracted you long enough to where I could, give my boss the next clue.
And who's your boss?
Who do you think?
Would Seraphina know?
You know the drama between the Vixen and the Skeleton King.
Okay. Okay. So why can we not work together instead of all of a sudden you bombarding our
Oh,
ship?
you think that we're going to share the gold hoard with you? No. Too many ways to split it already. And Vernon here does not make a good impression. Does not want to be worked with. But I'm not killing you right now because you're on board. My beautiful place.
She rolls her eyes, but not distinctly enough so that, like, the Vixen can see it. But, like, okay, I get it. But can we have some sort of civility here? I understand that you want to talk to the Banshee, our captain, but can we not have so much sass? Come on, for old time's sake.
As long as the first mate here can keep it in line, sure.
Seraphina kind of motions Ezra to, like, back down just a little.
And Vernon's gonna step forward.
I don't want to speak to you. You're not the captain, you're not a part of the quarters? No.
Getting from them.
I put my whole hand on his face and push him away.
Can you reach my face?
Yeah.
Or if you walk forward, right on your face, just I don't even turn away.
So he's gonna talk in her mind instead.
Okay, what do you say in her mind?
God, I gotta think about this.
Wait, you're talking to Mariana or to the Vixen's mind?
The Vixen's vibe.
Oh God.
It's
Gonna
out
get
here,
us killed.
I'm the one putting these pieces together. Why don't you let us do the dirty work, get all the clues, then follow us to the treasure?
Because then you want the treasure. You spoke to the king that he was in your head, that Dragonaut was in your head. He doesn't really want to work with you after you showed such disrespect back at the skeletal cage. But I'll talk to the captain, I won't talk to you.
I motion to the captain's quarters, the planning quarters for her.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell everyone else, including Ether, to stay up here.
She kind of looks back towards like her Minotaur first mate and whispers something. And he kind of just sort of stays his ground. And she follows you into the captain's quarters.
I give them a keep an eye look, and I tap my head toward Talara to be like, "Hey, if things go bad, get in my head, please."
She nods.
I head to the captain's quarters and take a seat.
So, Benchy Captain, why are you so hostile towards me? It was your barnacle tiefling over there that threw the first arrow. We were just going to ride alongside you, see what you guys knew, and then leave you.
Bad experiences with invisible ships. You'll have to forgive us.
Okay. Well, why do you follow the one who says he has Ragnarok in his head? Why do you trust him?
Trust.
Oh, so you don't trust him. Why haven't you thrown him overboard? There's more people who speak Draconic.
We recently had someone join the ship who most likely speaks Draconic. I don't know. I'm kind of fond of him now.
That's really sad, considering what the Skeleton King had said about the first interaction he had with them.
Well, I remember. What does the Skeleton King... What is the
You still getting over your words?
Skeleton King... Mariana's doing this. What does the Skeleton King... Okay. What does the Skeleton King say now?
Oh, just that, you're now one clue behind and we're one clue ahead. But the only reason I, even decided to, drop the invisibility on my ships was mostly I just wish, to Blaze all well and hopefully, bring her back aboard the ship she's meant to be on. The Golden Rose is, a sad player of my ship. A wilting flower.
Ship? Oh, wilting.
No, that's your ship. The Rose. Wilting. They don't last long.
Or the flower? Is the flower wilting or is the rose wilting?
Are you really that dense?
No, is your ship wilting?
No, it's stronger than ever.
What is your ship's name?
The Golden Tide.
Oh.
I'm surprised your captaining have not heard of me.
No, I try to, keep an eye out for important people.
I'll
make sure to make a note of you somewhere.
Oh, that's so sad. You're so sad. You don't really have any power here. I have 18 cannons trained on the ship. They could all blast at once, and I could snap out of here so quickly.
So tell me, Vixen, what do you want?
I want to Blaze back on my ship.
Does she want to go with you?
You going to give up your second mate or not?
Oh, did it not hear? I couldn't hear you if you said anything to what I said.
She didn't answer it.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to have a talk with her.
I'd let you talk to her first. You know, as I'm in the upper hand here. I have the clue. I have 3 ships. You have 1. That is barely, staffed. I've already, killed half of your crew once. I could set another dragon on it.
Well, speak to the Blaze. Bring her in here.
Okay. You see her poke her head out of the captain's quarters, and she just looks at you, Seraphina, and just goes,
Seraphina big size, and I guess goes.
Wait, was like during that time, did my silence ever wear off?
No.
Okay.
You can leave Banshee, Captain. I want to speak to the Blaze alone. She'll be just fine.
Okay. I go stand outside the door.
Lindsay, if you could please follow me into a separate voice call.
Oh god, okay.
So, Seraphina, you have just been invited into the captain's quarters on the Golden Rose, and Mariana was asked to leave by the Vixen, a very powerful pirate woman who you have had a history with. She actually goes and sits behind the desk, the captain's desk, sits down and puts her feet up, and kind of just smiles. What do you do?
Aelin, what are you doing?
I'm doing you a favor.
How so?
My orders were to, sink this ship. And I didn't feel good about it until you were off of it.
I mean, I guess I appreciate that. But, I mean, why sink the ship? Why do we need to do any of this?
Well,
I mean,
because
obviously-
that would mean that, we could go get the clues that are on the ship, which I assume are somewhere in this room.
Actually, they're not.
Where are they,
Funnily
my
enough.
dear?
Either way, but why, like...
Avoiding my
It's just-
question?
Yes, I currently am. I mean, why make this much of a mess of things? Because if you were worried about my safety, then your dragon friend could have not fought us, but he almost killed all of us.
His orders were not to fight you guys, but when the boy who spies on people, who thinks he's better than, the Skeleton King, who says he has Ragnarok in his head, spies and gets himself caught, things happen. It wasn't his intention. He was supposed to take you guys off course. Not to kill you guys, not to try to kill you. But things happen.
Is the treasure the only thing that this is all about?
We're pirates, dear. What else would it be about?
I mean, is there not some sort of a deal that we can come upon where you don't kill the rest of the people on this ship and somehow we both are advantageous with it?
It depends. I guess on you. I would rather not sink the ship. It's quite a nice one. But
Yes, well, we
the
just got
Banshee
it, so it
captain,
could be nice.
the Banshee captain, doesn't take authority well. She's only been captain for a week. Dell left. Torp's dead. I know a lot
How do
more.
you know so much about our ship?
Oh, you don't think the Skeleton King talks to me about the people I'm supposed to sink?
I mean, I get that, but how does the Skeleton King know as much as even a week ago, us having lost Dell and the Banshee becoming this captain?
Well, it's assumed because, Dell's no longer on board. She was the Torp's first mate. Should have been captain after that, but, second mate Banshee made its way up. So that is assumed. Torp, we knew he was dead because, our friend, the Red Dragon, attacked you. Talked to the Skeleton King. Skeleton King, relayed that to me.
I see.
If you
Okay.
didn't leave in the first place, you would be on the better side of things.
Well, our time was up at that point, and I needed to go on my own way for a while.
Dear, I would have extended your contract as long as you wish.
I know, but
You didn't even need to have a contract on my ship. You could have been the captain of one of my others. But instead you run off. Play toy with Loverboy.
I mean, I got to find Sword out of it.
You could get to find Sword anywhere.
Yes, I understand that. But, I mean, we're not, well, I want to say that we're not in it just for the treasure in this. So what would be a good compromise to where you don't kill everyone?
I was talking with the Banshee captain. I said I would, not sink the ship as long as you were safe and aboard mine, where you're meant to be.
And how can I secure that if I'm on your ship? To say an accident doesn't happen with their ship?
You don't trust me, dear? You know I'd do anything for you.
Darling, we're pirates. Plus, one of your friends
When have I ever
tried
lied to
killing
you?
me at one point, whether it was by orders or not. That's still pretty
Well,
fresh.
I shouldn't say we were friends with Fizzin, but, you have to work with people to get things done. I couldn't uphold the decision of the Skeleton King. I didn't even know you were part of the crew until after he was aboard your ship.
That's fair. That was a fairly new contract. Would you allow me some time to think about this?
I'll give you till dusk.
It's not a lot of time.
It's plenty. Maybe say your goodbyes, but I really don't want to have to kill you, Serafina.
I'm quite
working on
fond of not
orders.
being dead as well, so.
And I could maybe perhaps give your new crew a little bit of a leg up if you join. Tell them where the next clue is. I'll give a vague idea. But that's your decision, my dear.
I'll think about it, and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Now get out, away from Mariana's desk. Come on.
Do you like this octopus lamp here?
Leave it.
Okay.
You can have plenty of those built yourself.
Oh, I know. It's just toying with you, my dear. And she sits up and kind of just walks around the table to you and just puts her finger underneath your chin and just puts it up to you and gives you a kiss on both cheeks. Make the right decision for yourself. Your friends won't have to die. And she walks out. Is there anything you're immediately doing?
Just gonna sit there a little bit longer. Stand there, not sit. Just stand there a little bit longer. Just kind of reeling with this information.
Okay.
Then she'll walk back out.
Okay. You guys all watch as the Vixen and Mariana go into the captain's quarters. About 5 minutes later, Serafina is called in and Mariana walks back out. What are you guys doing in that time?
Watching
Glaring at the
crew.
Minotaur. Staring him down.
Seething with rage.
The Minotaur looks you up and down, Ether, and just like you can see the air come out of his nose.
Fucking bitch.
He's kind of just pacing the deck, with his axe just like on his shoulder, just pacing the deck.
Breathing.
I'm not going too far from my room, but I'm gonna go slightly closer to the Minotaur and go, okay, so where are you from?
He like puts his arm like this with his axe and just
Do that too.
he kind of chuckles and then like continues pacing.
I like that one. Okay. And then I go stand back in front of my, like, just by my door.
Are you being like trying to get close to it?
No, I'm not
Okay.
gonna try to eavesdrop. I'm just standing near. I also want to make sure nothing gets destroyed in my captain's room.
Okay. It just sounds like a quiet conversation that you can't discern.
But I am also making sure that if Seraphina sounds like she's in pain, I'm gonna run and start stabbing someone.
Okay.
So it's a triple way thing going on here.
Okay, just make a perception check for me.
I think that's a 16.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Counting how many people are around.
Make a perception
Vince still
check.
Ooh, yay, perception, which is not my forte.
You are no longer Percepti boy.
I'm no longer
Mm.
perceptive boy.
Ripsky's Percepti boy.
11.
You don't get an accurate count, but you can see that there are like probably between at least these two ships that you see, probably anywhere from like 80 to 100 people.
Good to know.
I think we're all just waiting.
You guys wait about another 10, 15 minutes, and then eventually you see the Vixen walk out of the room, close the door. She sees you standing there, Mariana. What a wonderful parley. Hope we can do it again sometime. And she kind of motions over towards the Minotaur, and she walks aboard the deck of her ship. About 2 minutes later, Seraphina walks out.
So, what did you do?
You see at this point the gangplanks that have all been put down are moved back up, and they're taking the harpoons out of the ship. Your ship took about 20-ish points of damage, just so you're aware. And then they kind of all begin kind of sailing. They're kind of not like not being close and watchful of you, because you can see the Vixen on the deck of the Golden Tide is just on the helm of the ship and is like on the railing just looking at you guys. But kind of begins to drift outward to give you guys space. That's when you see a third ship appear, smaller than both of them, but appear, and they're kind of like in an arch kind of around you.
So, the blaze. What are we doing?
Well, we're here at this island. She offered me a proposition that I have to think on, but at least for right now, we're all safe. We're all in. She's not going to attack. So
Does she have the clue that we need?
she says that she has the next clue. I didn't ask as much upon that as literally the current here and now, so
Okay. If we try to go to the island, we're not looking at being attacked then.
I don't think so. I think more so if we try to run like with the ship, I think then we would be attacked.
All right. Let's sail for the island.
Warwick kind of gives you a nod and kind of looks around. Okay, Captain. And kind of begins setting sail towards the island further, and you guys go in further and until kind of hit that point where you're going to have to get off of onto rowboats and sail in. He lowers the anchor. Well, Devil Smile lowers the anchor as he's kind of guiding the ship. And gets however many rowboats you guys need to go in. Who's all going?
All the PCs. I think we're gonna bring one thing too. We've separated the clues between us. I don't know if they really need the clues considering they have what's going forward, but we've separated the map clues between us so that if they get one of us, they won't get all the clues, and if they won't, and they're not left on the ship. Are there any NPCs that you guys want to bring?
Probably Warwick. This is his home island.
Warwick knows the area. Yeah.
We should leave the rest on the ship in case.
You think bring Warwick and the smuggler? Might be able to help. Then we'll leave the rest to keep an eye on the ship. Does anyone have like a spell that will alert us if people get onto the ship?
Have alarm.
Have alarm. Does that work at a good distance?
It works for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would need time to set up alarm.
Clara can help you. She can do one side of the ship and you can do the other.
That kind of give us. All right, we'll head on with Warwick for navigation and Devil Smile for smuggling.
Okay. So we'll need 2 rowboats because Warwick is a big guy. Basically needs his own rowboat with like 2 other people on it. 1 to 2. But yeah, you guys begin lowering those boats into the ocean. The waves here are very calm. They're still like making the boat move, but very calm. You guys all get in and begin heading towards that way. Right now it's probably about anywhere from like 10 to 11 in the morning. And by the time you guys kind of get towards the like beach, the coast side, it's probably around like 11:30ish. So, what do you guys do when you get there?
I get. What is Ogorok's-Guri? Is there like a town? Or...
No, it is like a jungle island, and you can see that there are these 5 large, kind of like very spindly spires that kind of shoot out of a cliffside.
What do you guys think?
I'm gonna ask Warwick if he has seen anything similar to the boxes that we have found recently.
I don't think I've seen any boxes like that. No.
Or if he's heard of anything.
I mean, my village, we just don't go up next to the spires. That's probably where you're wanting to go, I would assume.
Why don't you go by the spires?
Because of the fucking rock giants that throw boulders down at us. And as much as we're big and tough, a boulder can splat you.
That is true, a boulder can splat you.
Yeah. How I lost my cousin Derek. It's okay, he was an arsehole.
You're welcome.
You're thanking me for the death of my cousin, Captain? Okay.
Alright, let's go. To the spires, question mark? Where rock giants are going to hurt us?
You scare me, Captain, but okay.
Everyone, keep an eye out for rock giants and also rocks. We don't want to get splatted.
Okay. So you guys begin the hike into the jungle here. I would like somebody to make a survival check. Warwick will help.
I've got okay. What's people's survival situation?
0.
Very quick question. Would this technically count as us being on the coast?
Yes.
Then I get advantage.
Okay, what's your plus to it? Still, I ask.
5.
I got
Mine's
6.
4. Oh.
Got
Warwick's is pretty high too, though.
Why can't I? This is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
you want to roll because you get advantage. That is a better chance than adding a better number to it.
I'm just double checking.
Warwick got a dirty 20.
He knows what's up. Or if you want, I rolled for funsies and I did get pretty good.
Ooh. When you make an intelligence or wisdom check, which survival is, your proficiency bonus is doubled if you're using a skill you're proficient in, and I am proficient in survival.
Yeah, so you get an additional 3 to it, so you'd have a +8.
Yeah. And sorry, this is a very long chunk of reading for me to do. Sorry, I do not get advantage, it's just the extra.
Okay. I need somebody to
Yeah.
roll.
I can roll, because then I have a +8 right now, so. Let's roll the fuck you dice. 26.
You and Warwick kind of take the lead and begin kind of traversing this jungle. He's kind of taking like the very lead, since he knows the area. You guys are probably about an hour in, around 12:31. I'd like you all to make Constitution saving throws. I believe Mariana, you have advantage on this.
Oh no!
A 17.
Can
It's a 9.
Dirty 20.
Is it an attack?
18.
No.
I think the forest is poisoning us.
Okay. Anyone who rolled below a 10, you just kind of begin feeling sick. You're very sweaty. Yeah. Oh, what did Talara roll? He's also feeling very sick and very sweaty. Rolled a natural
No.
1.
Oh. Shoot the rose up in the forest.
Yeah, you guys kind of begin traversing. It's very thick, dense jungle. So Warwick is here with a big kind of like what you guys would consider a long sword, or but it looks like it looks like a dagger in his hand. Basically, he's kind of just kind of ripping through the forest here, kind of making his way along that trajectory towards the spires. Is there anything you guys are doing while you guys are kind of walking up, kind of during this trek?
I would like to talk to everyone, honestly. Okay.
Actually, at first, what's the marching order? So Warwick and Narissa are in front.
Mm-hmm. I'm right
I'll go
behind them.
Yeah, Ether's probably behind, like up, like between Narissa and probably Talara as well.
Okay, Vernon will take the
In
end.
case, just in case if anything happens to either of them, Ether is already there.
Okay.
I was about to say, Seraphine is actually going to be behind Vernon, so
Okay.
I'll be in the back then.
Okay, it goes
guess
Warwick,
Vernon's in the middle then.
Narissa, Ether, Talara. Who's after Talara?
I guess I will be, since everyone else is apparently behind me.
Okay, Devil Smile will go after Vernon.
well, I was gonna be in the very back.
Mariana is behind the Smuggler, and then Seraphina. Okay, now you can continue.
Okay. I'll talk to Seraphina first since I'm right next to her. Yeah. We're kind of both in the back as we're making our way up. All right, so what all? Kind of give me the rundown of the situation with the vixen.
Well, apparently the plan was not for the dragon to attack us. His original plan was to, just take us off course, but, apparently Vernon kind of blew that out of the water.
Mm.
And so, I asked her if there was anything that we could potentially either work together or, not have them try and kill all of us. So I'm awaiting to hear her answer on that.
So we got the Skeleton King. The Skeleton
And
King does.
apparently, I thought. So please, I'm a little confused. When Torp and you and Vernon, you all went to the Skeleton King to ask for him to fund your mission. Is that correct? Or
Mariana, that Torp wanted to verify Vernon's information to see if he could trust Vernon. That was basically the whole trip.
No funding. So Torp didn't Vernon. Sorry, she would not say that. Torp didn't trust Sparky. So we had to go to the Skeleton King, make sure it was someone that we knew could speak Draconic. To verify. And that's how he found out.
Okay, I see. And now apparently he's, sent his own crew for this treasure.
Mm-hmm.
How important is
the... Guys, quiet! Shush! You see Warwick kind of begins to duck down as you guys are walking. I need you all to make stealth checks.
Does anyone have... Oh my god! She stepped away from the computer. She should cast Pass Without a Trace.
Nope. I've already asked for the stealth check.
That's still fine, but still.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Also a dirty 20.
24.
12.
Make a stealth check,
Trips
Marissa.
and bumps the
Laura got an 18. Or got a 24.
We're doing pretty good.
Double Small got a nat 20.
A 9.
Okay. And that 20 makes up for that. You're good. But you see as Warwick kind of like hushes you guys all and like gets you guys to like kind of lay down and like not lay down, but kind of crouch down in the foliage here. And you guys watch as this very large kind of tiger-like creature kind of stalk kind of along this like small kind of stone edge that's kind of jutting out of the mountain here. Stalk it, look, kind of sniff the air, and then jumps down into the forest, kind of going kind of away from you guys. Okay, I think we're good now. We just got to be shutting the fuck up. Nothing dangerous. Nothing. It's got like teeth that can like, elongate and he can suck the blood out of you or some shit. I don't know. My mum never told me to go out in the forest when those things were sucking, so we gotta be very, very careful. Well, let's go ahead. I think it's found some other prey.
I'll cast Pass Without a Trace on the group.
Okay. Okay. You guys continue on. I need another survival check, Narissa. Okay.
27.
Okay. Also at this point, Vernon, you gain a level of exhaustion. Because you failed.
It's freaking burn all over again.
Talara's also, feeling kind of woozy.
Feeling woozy here.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys continue out. You guys are kind of like halfway up towards where you kind of saw the cliffside with the spires jutting out at this point, and it's probably around 1:32.
What are the odds that at the end of this we find what we need, and then we get off the island and the Vixen takes it from us immediately?
We'll
I'd
have
say
to find
pretty
out
likely.
when we get.
Okay. What if we destroy it? What if we just look at it and keep it here?
I
That
can
would
make
put
it
more
look
danger
different.
for our crew.
I can make it look different.
Didn't she say she already had the clue though?
Yeah. So what are we
Hard to
looking
trust a
for?
pirate.
Yeah, but what if she knows what it looks like, and we bring it back to her and it's something different?
What if Vernon eats it?
I like that idea.
Here we go.
It'll be all
You guys
splintery
happy?
on your insides.
As much as I would love to see that, what if we just change like a minuscule pot? Because language is very finicky. So if we change one letter, it can change the entire thing.
That's what I suggested. I can change.
Let's find
Like-
something first before we discuss what we're going to be doing with it. But keep this in mind.
You guys continue forth. Another hour, 2 goes by. It's 4 in the afternoon at this point. Dusk is probably anywhere from 4 hours away. Probably less than that. But yeah, you guys continue forth. And kind of at that point, you guys get to the cliffside where you can see like the 5 jutting spires. Mariana and Vernon, you kind of notice kind of on these spires, like they're still like 200 feet away from you at this point. You guys have just now hit the cliffside. You do see that there are like these 3 kind of like look to be like stone creatures kind of just walking around kind of up the spires, like below them. And Warwick kind of points out, that's them. That's the Gelibdur. Yeah, the rock creatures.
Could they perhaps speak primordial?
What the fuck is that? Is that a language? I don't know what they speak. I never interacted with them. The only one time I saw them was when they spotted Derek.
I just thought you would know
Derek.
from hearing
Why
other
the fuck
people.
would I know? They're rock creatures. Maybe they speak rock. Do you speak rock? I didn't think so. Fucker.
I do.
Oh my fuck yeah! You could maybe parlay with them and have like a better outcome than we did with the Vixen. I mean, I don't even know. Was it a good thing with the Vixen? I mean, she went away from us.
I don't know.
I can, if I can get close enough to the creatures, I can touch them and start understanding what they're saying.
Do we think that
they-
they...
Deal, then I can speak that as well.
It depends on if they're like, just killing, if they're just gonna kill us when they see us or not.
And when you guys kind of survey this area, it's flat until it begins to go up into those spires. Like there's no jungle trees or anything up here.
Can I make a nature check on that?
Sure.
That should not happen naturally. That's a 4.
The gods create weird shit, man.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well, do we try to talk to them?
Sure.
Would we have any idea what language whatever these rock giants would speak?
No.
I pull out my book and find out.
Book on giants.
Okay.
Giants is a language.
Mhm.
You
Giant is a language.
okay? You flip through the book, make an investigation check.
Let's do this. Investigation. Fingers crossed. That's a 15.
There is nothing in here about the name of Galeb Dur, which is what Warwick said. They don't seem to be giants.
Hmm.
Narissa,
can
just make
understand
a nature check.
Would this still count as coast?
At this point, it is mountain.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but worth asking. That is a 16.
Probably some sort of form of elemental.
Hmm.
Can I get you all to make stealth checks
mean-
again?
My favorite enemy is elementals.
Oh, is it?
So actually, hang on. I get advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about them.
Okay, go ahead, and then I'll have you roll a survival check, which I think is intelligence, right?
Survival's
No, that's wisdom. Wisdom.
But I also get advantage on wisdom.
Okay.
Uh,
Either way,
okay.
a nature check then.
Sure. Neither of those are great. 10.
Okay, so you for sure know that they're elementals. Most you know is they're probably here, kind of tied to the kind of like primordial soup, which is like the first thing that was on Aramel. And the elementals and things like that were the first beings on Aramel.
Gotcha. And
They
you
could
wanted
be
us to
very
roll.
old.
You wanted us to roll stealth checks?
Yes. Did you continue using Pass Without a Trace because it took another 2 hours to get up here?
Probably not, because I don't have a ton of second level spells.
Okay. This is just a base stealth check for you guys.
Oh, it's a 12.
At
Nice.
one?
12. Oh no. Either it's clunking and clanking.
Either sneezes.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. What did Seraphina get?
12.
12. What did Mariana get?
23.
Okay. Devil Smile got a solid 6. What did Vernon get?
A 12.
What did
So with the rest of it very
Talara?
loud.
Talara got a
Or save us.
23.
God.
What did Ether get?
Nat 1.
Okay. Oh, whew. What did Narissa get?
19.
And Warwick got a 9.
Yikes.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Yikes.
Well, hi.
Question though, real fast. If I can conjure minor elementals, would minor elementals be able to interact with them like independently, kind of a deal, or no?
What are you meaning?
If I conjured minor elementals, I have that spell.
Yeah.
Would those then be able to potentially, depending on which ones I picked, like, do I have an option to pick one that would be able to interact with the elementals that we're looking at?
You could try.
Okay.
You
Just as an option.
You can't conjure one of these same creatures because
Right,
they're of a
these-
higher
those are the
challenge
ones.
rating.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
definitely try.
Just as a thought.
Primordial, just as a side note, Primordial is the language of elementals, so I can
Mhm.
speak them.
I can speak it too.
Brianna and Talara might be the only ones that can't. Unless either of them know primordial as well.
Seraphina cannot speak primordial. I can understand it using a spell, but
Oh, I thought that was a Genasi thing. Never mind.
well, you're a Genasi too.
And I can speak it.
Oh. Oh, I do have it as my language. Just kidding.
Y'all have a
What are you guys
conversation
doing?
and you're like,
What
are you guys doing?
To replay for that?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Can we hear anything that they're saying now that we have established that most of us can't actually
You guys
speak
are
this language?
200 feet away from them.
Shit. Okay.
I pull out a white flag.
They're sneezes.
But at this point, you guys do see like a few of like rocks that are on the spire begin kind of tumbling down it, and they're about now like 75 feet away from you guys.
I'm actually, yeah. Let's pull out a white flag and just go try to talk to these guys.
No, don't do that.
We're not. They've
What are
already
you guys
noticed
doing?
us.
What are you guys doing? Come on.
Yeah.
Are the boulders coming at us?
They're 75 feet away. They rolled down the spire and stopped.
Okay, thank God.
I go up to before, like, if where they stop, I am 15 feet behind it, so that if they roll down, it won't hit me. And then I pull out a tiny white flag and I go.
Vernon's following the
That's
captain.
gonna work?
Yeah, so is Narissa.
We need to do something. No.
Should we
I'm
call
going-
up to them? They might not see the flag.
Vernon's calling out to the giants,
No.
saying, "We're friends, not foe."
You're all gonna get murdered.
We are not the drones you are looking for.
Seraphina casts invisibility on herself,
Okay.
and then she's gonna just go up to them, but in a different direction from where the group is. So if the group is on their front side, she's gonna come either from the left or the right, just so she can try to potentially distract so they don't see the group just yet.
Okay.
If that.
Talara's gonna see you cast invisibility and also do that for herself.
Okay, cool.
She's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? But you guys see as the boulder that is right in front of you begins to animate, and it
Great.
grows these legs. And it's going
Great.
to attack Mariana
Yep.
for a
Oh, fuck.
15 to hit.
Does that hit?
Ether points their gun, and I'm gonna cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay.
You magically distract a triggering creature and turns momentary uncertainty into a curtain for another creature. The triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
Okay. 15 to hit.
And
Does
what
that still hit you?
happened-
Yeah, it still hits.
Damn it.
15 is my armor class.
Okay. You take. You see as it grows, these arms come out of it, and it slams down on top of you, and you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And who are you giving the advantage to on the next roll? Ether. You don't see Seraphina or Maria or Talara.
I'll just give it to Mariana.
Okay. Now I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Mm.
$11.
13.
What did you get, Ezra?
13.
I got a 19.
I got 17. I got no idea what we're supposed to be doing here.
Do I?
There's a reason I play people with a low intelligence score. And it's because I am big dumb.
Okay. So as that hits off, that brings it to Vernon. What are you doing as you see this thing slam down on Mariana?
Trying to talk to it. So it's we're not here to hurt you. While I think it's bonus action cast Expeditious Retreat in case he needs to run.
Okay, make a
I think that's a
persuasion
bonus
check.
action.
That's going to be your action to do so, to try to talk it down.
Cool.
And you're speaking in what language?
Primordial.
Okay.
That's a persuasion. It's a 17.
Okay. Are you moving on your turn?
Going to kind of move back and kind of try to motion everyone else to move back and not tell them as well to lower their weapons. Don't fight this yet.
Okay. You see as It doesn't seem to understand the language that you're speaking. And slams down again on Mariana. That hits. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And it's going to kind of back up 15 feet. You do get an attack of opportunity if you'd like to take it, Mariana.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit it with my rapier, and that is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Mm. 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay, you swipe out as it begins walking over that way, and you see it. You see these sparks hit as you hit it. It doesn't seem to take as much damage as you would like it to. That brings it to Warwick's turn. He's gonna run up to it and begin slamming on it.
Go, Warwick.
Go, Warwick, go.
He hits it and does 6 points of damage. And that brings it to Ether. What are you doing? Seraphina, you're on deck.
I got a
Oh,
17.
sorry,
Do I get
yeah.
to go?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
I'll cast Guiding Bolt at it.
Okay.
A ranged spell attack. That is a 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Damage. And that means if anyone does an attack under it next, you'll have advantage on it, guys. It'll be sparkly. Oh my god! Right. I don't know if you saw that dice. Okay. Oh. 11, 12, 13, 15 points of, I think it's radiant damage.
Okay. Alright, then that brings that to Ether unless you're doing anything else on your turn, Mariana.
Nah.
Okay.
Ether's like, are we fighting it or are we trying to negotiate with it?
I'd like to negotiate with it, but I don't think anyone speaks its language. Unless
Oh.
Seraphina said she could if she touched it. Seraphina,
Okay.
touch it!
Just okay.
You look
okay,
around and you
okay.
don't see Seraphina or Talara.
Where the fuck is Seraphina and Talara? Ether's just gonna they've put their gun away and are just gonna flush out their hands, and a big wind comes and gonna try to cast Levitate. Don't know, does this guy look to be over 500 pounds?
Probably.
Is this guy chunky?
Probably.
Is he thick?
It's a rock boy. It's a big rock boy.
This is the same question I asked when I tried to levitate a bear Annie.
Okay, I should have been. So, hopefully this goes. Ether is going to point out their gun, and right before they shoot, it glows like this bright, baby blue. When it shoots, instead of shooting a bullet, it shoots a ball of light blue light, and once it hits the target, there's very strong. There's it looks to be very strong winds, but looking at the creature, it's not really that strong of a wind. And I'm gonna cast Gust. So I want to make sensory wind, and I want to try to put a smell to it. It could be just a calm, cool breeze in an attempt to calm this guy down.
Okay. Make a charisma check.
I believe in you.
20.
Okay.
An attempt was made.
What is Seraphina doing?
As a bonus action, Seraphina casts Blade Song to up her AC and stuff. She's still invisible, so she goes up to the rock giant thing, and then
Which one are
she
you going
touches
up
her-
to? Are you going up to the one that animated in front of Mariana or a different one?
The one that animated in front of Mariana, since
Okay.
that's the one that's been attacking and stuff. She touches herself to cast tongues on herself. And so with that, the spell grants me the ability to understand any spoken language that I hear. And then when I speak, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear me understands what I say.
Mm-hmm. And you
So
do lose your
I am going
invisibility because you cast a spell.
Oh, do I?
Yes, you cast a spell. You lose invisibility.
Okay, well, okay, I appear in front of him. Sad day. But I am going to try and talk to him. Hello. I understand that my party and I have come into your space, but we weren't trying to harm you. Can we talk about this in some calm manner, please?
I'd like you make an intelligence check.
Okay. Make an intelligent person.
You are.
Oh yeah, intelligent. The good ones. Yeah.
You are wizard.
17 plus 7, 24.
A check?
Yeah, intelligence check.
Not a saving throw, a check. So it'd just be +4.
Oh. 21.
Okay. As you're kind of talking, you see as it kind of turns around to face you, and you kind of recall back, as soon as it like animated, you remember seeing another one of these creatures that actually has like some sort of like eyeball, like has like a face of some sort, like moved its hand, and it appeared to have animated the boulder itself. So it doesn't seem like this is a sentient object you are speaking to.
Okay, so it's more like a puppet.
Mm-hmm. And you've used your whole turn. That's gonna bring it to Devil's Smile. He's like, Captain, what the fuck are we doing? Seraphina just appeared in front of it.
Did Seraphina tell us the thing about the puppet?
Nope.
Find it for now, sir.
Okay.
The blaze is working. The blaze is working it out. Let's do it.
Okay. He runs up to it, and he's gonna take his daggers and attack. And they just skid off of this boulder. That brings it to Narissa, and Talara is on deck.
Okay. Narissa's gonna shoot at it, and she's gonna use sharpshooter.
Okay.
No. Cool. That is a 13 to hit.
Okay, that does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Second attack. Still sharpshooter. That is a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
I forgot to Hunter's Mark. That's okay. 7. 4 is 11. Plus 2 from that is 13. Plus 10, 23.
Okay.
Points of damage.
You shoot, it ricochets off the first time, and then you shoot again, and it hits, and it kind of jams itself in there, and then as it kind of flexes, it pulls out, or the arrow drops to the ground, and still doesn't seem to take as much damage as you hope.
And then I will use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Since I forgot to do it at the beginning.
Alrighty. I gotta think what Talara is gonna do. In your head, Mariana, you hear, you can feel that same kind of connection that you have felt Talara form before. I'm gonna go see on one of the spires and see if I can find something while I'm invisible.
Okay, great.
Okay. She goes invisibly somewhere near the spires. That brings it back up to Vernon. What are you doing?
Cool. So I'm using, I believe it's still bonus action. Yes. To now take a dash action to kind of start trying to go around the rock creature, like kind of like flank it from its side instead of being like right directly facing it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look around to see if there's anything around us.
Okay.
That's.
I will say it'll be
off.
your action to try to
Mhm.
perceive anything off.
Yeah. So perception. Dang it. Keep wanting to perceive, and I'm not a perceptive boy. So that's a 3.
Okay. You're kind of up in the middle of battle. You just ran kind of quickly over towards kind of this thing. You can't really determine what's off and what isn't. That's going to bring it to the thing's turn. You do see another one is beginning to kind of, it looks to have rolled up and is begin rolling towards you guys, but it doesn't seem to make it in that turn. But the one that's in front of, who's in front of it right now? Warwick is, and Devil Smile.
I just hit it with a rapier.
Yeah, so Mariana as well. Okay, so it's gonna. Okay. Hits Devil Smile. He takes a few points of damage. Warwick at this point is going to use his reaction with Sentinel and hit it. He's flanked, so okay, that definitely hits. And the rock creature takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage from that. But then that brings it to Mariana's turn. Ether, you're on deck.
Okay. I'm going to try to. I think we're just fighting this thing while Seraphina and Talara go actually fix this problem that we have. So I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on this guy. You have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, 10.
Okay, that does not pass, so he takes 2d12 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Sorry, apparently I don't know what a d12 looks like. Okay, that is 17 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
So our eyes glow bright, and there's bells hanging in the air around it.
Okay, you do that, and you immediately see this rock kind of lose the form of the similar Gelibdur, and it kind of just kind of sits, and it kind of begins rolling towards kind of like, not like rolling as in like it's controlling it, it just hit the ground, is beginning to kind of bounce and roll. I need Mariana and then the 2 NPCs to make dex saves.
Okay. +7. 21? 22?
Okay, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. It looks like it rolls over Warwick's foot as it kind of begins rolling and then eventually stops when it hits like a smaller rock. Devil Smile gets out of it completely. Yeah, that brings it to Ether. What are you doing on your turn? You're muted.
Might be. I'm just gonna shoot him and do a precision shot.
The one that was just attacking is dead. Like, it's no longer animated, is what I described. But there's one that was rolling towards, but only a few people saw that. Only, like, the people who were up close and personal. So, like, Vernon, Mariana, Warwick, and the Red Tiefling. Also Seraphina, because Seraphina's also there.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I notice it?
Mm-hmm.
Perceive!
Not perceptive. That's a 4.
You don't see it, it just looks like a boulder.
Okay, don't see. I guess I'll move up closer, like to the front. So like I'm guessing go up to talk to Mariana. Like go up there for my turn.
Okay. Did you want to hold your action or anything?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. That brings it to Seraphina. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic first, so I can detect anything within 30 feet of me.
Okay. You don't. The only things that come up are on the people around you.
Okay. I will then try going 40 feet further inwards, or like towards the other boulders, potentially, to see if I can pick anything up there.
Okay. Are you like walking towards the boulder that's 30 feet away from you, or are you walking towards
Yes.
the spires?
No, towards the spires.
Okay. You kind of skirt around and you kind of walk towards the spires. In that immediate 30 feet, there really isn't anything, but you still have detect magic up for however long it lasts.
Yes.
That brings it to Devil Smile's turn. He saw the boulder rolling. He's gonna throw one of his daggers at it. And it doesn't hit. It goes off. He's lost all 3 of his daggers that he had. Fuck, I gotta pick those up. He's gonna run over and pick up the daggers that he lost. And you can see as he goes and picks it up, and you see that one animate, kind of in the same, but almost like a taller, meteor version of the boulder that was animated. But that brings it to Narissa with Talara on deck. You are muted, Helen.
I am. I got too excited. So thanks to Devil Smile, can I now see that this new boulder man bitchin'? Sharpshooter, attacking twice.
Okay.
Does your hunter's mark move over to this one?
Yeah, as my bonus action, I can move it over to him. Which I will do. Thank you. Ooh, that is a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. 8, and then 6. 9 plus 4 is 13, plus 2 is 15. 25.
Okay.
Points of damage. Second attack. Is a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay. That does hit.
Ooh. 13 plus 4 is 17, plus 2 is 19, plus 10 is 29 points of damage.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. You release them. The arrows stick in. They still don't seem to do as much damage as you would hope. But that brings it to Lara's turn. She's moving up and still up towards the spires invisibly. That brings it to Vernon. What are you doing?
Apparently fangirling over how baby the rock is. Okay, so how far away do you think the other rock is from?
From you, probably about 40 feet.
Okay, let me triple check this real quick. Okay. So I'm going to run as close as possible to that 30 feet and then cast darkness on it.
Okay.
So that'd be a 15-foot radius around it.
Okay. You cast darkness on it, targeted at it, and you see his devil smile just is enveloped into this darkness.
Poor devil smile.
This poor guy.
This poor guy. I'm
What
sorry,
the
Devil
fuck,
Smile.
Barky?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
No, because I don't have a bonus action anymore because I gave up concentration for this one because this is concentration.
Okay.
Go to Lara.
Okay, you guys see as this ball of darkness that's around this thing begins charging you guys, and you guys are all eventually enveloped in the same darkness. And Seraphina gets hit with the boulder. You take 21 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Can I use my reaction to drop concentration on it?
No.
Strength saving. 8.
Okay, you are knocked prone.
Perfect. You said 21 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That brings it to Warwick's turn. Now you can use your reaction to drop it if you would like to, since everyone's in complete darkness.
Yeah, no one can see at all, so I'm not making people use spell slots to see, so dropping it.
Okay, you drop it. That brings it to Warwick's turn. He's like, oh, that was scary. And he's gonna just slam on this thing. Ooh, natural 20. What? Shit. Takes a total of 32 points of damage. But it's halved, unfortunately. But, you know. Goes ahead and slams down on him. That brings it to Mariana. Ether, you're on deck.
Cool. Can I try to perceive the big guys and understand that they're throwing shit down? Can I try to perceive that at all, or do I know it?
I mean, you saw earlier that there were a few up there throwing stuff. Or you didn't see them throwing anything, you just saw rocks falling.
Okay, so I probably...
But you can assume from what Warwick has told you, they like to throw rocks down.
Yeah. Should we just get up there?
Do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
Has this one taken damage yet?
Yes.
I'll toll the dead again. It's gotta make a wisdom save throw.
That is a 16.
It does save, yeah. I'll go around again, and I'm just, I'm gonna back up and start heading toward the spire area.
Okay. It's gonna use its reaction to hit you.
Go ahead.
Hits exactly at 15.
Okay.
And you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm gonna use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke it, so it takes 2d10 points of necrotic damage. Let me roll d10s.
Is Hellish Rebuke a cone? Question mark?
No, it
Okay.
just hits the creature.
Okay.
That is 9 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And how many did I take? 9, 2.
You took 7 plus 5 is 12.
12, right, sorry.
Okay. You move away. That brings us to Warwick, or not Warwick. Ether, what are you doing? Seraphina, you're on deck.
Oh, are we moving away and going up?
I think so, but well, actually, I was about to say, don't let it hit you, but it's already used its reaction to hit me. Yeah, let's, I'm going up, yeah.
Okay, I'll go with you. I cast Levitate myself.
Mhm.
And then, and then follow Mariana, kind of like going up ahead a little bit.
Okay.
Just so that in case they attack, because like Ether's thought process is, if they attack the first thing they see, they would much rather have that be themselves and not Mariana.
Precious baby.
Okay, you can only move 20 feet in a turn when you are levitated. So Mariana would still be 10 feet in front of you.
Oh wait, no, that's stupid. Never mind. I don't do that. Then. Never mind.
I do like the idea of you going, wait, are we going? Okay. Ooh.
Just straight up like angelic.
You are a rogue. You can do a lot. You can move a lot faster.
I'll do. Is it
You can do your movement,
Then-
action, and bonus action to move.
I'll do that, and then I'll also action surge and do the same thing again.
Oh damn.
Okay. So you just move an additional 30 feet after that. Say you're running up the spire. You're like 40 feet up the spire at this point. That first spire that's there. That brings us to Seraphina. What are you doing?
Yeah, we're going, whew, what was that?
So,
You are on the
do I
ground,
see them,
prone.
like, because they're trying to come towards the spires, right?
What do you mean?
Or no?
What's trying to?
The group, or no?
The group?
They're trying to go towards the boulders.
The group is going towards the spires.
Right. Okay.
That's where they told that that's where the next clue was. Or that's where they
Okay.
assume.
Seraphina's still at the base of them, still like moving 40 feet, trying to detect magic still, essentially.
You're knocked prone at the moment, so you can get
yeah,
up. It
so
would
I'll
use
get up
20
first.
feet of your movement, but you could still move 20 feet.
Okay, I get up first and then go 20 feet.
At this point, you're probably kind of about 30 feet away from the bottom of the spire. Ether's ahead of you. Anything else you're doing?
Do I detect anything?
Not at this point.
Okay. Then,
You still have an
Yeah,
action
that's
and
my
a bonus action. Oh, I do need you to make a concentration check for detect magic.
Okay. Concentration. That's a 16 plus
Plus your con.
4. Dirty 20 for that one.
Okay, you're good. It's still up.
If I try to cast message, then the detect magic would just drop, right?
No.
Okay.
It's
if I do
only
another
for
concentration.
invisibility. Invisibility
Oh, okay.
states in the spell that if you cast another spell or attack something, you reveal your location.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Then yeah, I want to try and cast message out. Like, I have no idea where I'm pointing, but like trying to reach anyone who I can potentially reach besides the group. Specifically, not the group, but anyone who I like can't see. Trying to message like, "Hi, are you out there? Can you hear us?" Obviously, in Seraphina's voice, not my voice, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. And his
Do I do
tongues was a concentration spell, correct?
Message?
Tongues.
Oh, tongues.
No, it's an hour. Okay,
No.
cool.
Yes.
I was just trying to make sure whether or not you could still speak in any language.
Yes, I can't.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see here. Arcana. Oh, that's a 7 plus 11, so 18.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of shoot that message out, hoping for a response, and you just hear, "Get off our island." Just in response.
Can I message back, or is that an extra turn?
That would be your next turn.
Okay, perfect.
But you do understand the language as Terran.
Terran. Okay. Taryn?
Terran.
Perfect. Thank you. Oh, like terrain. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Brings Devil's Master. He sees you guys running. He's gonna bolt. He gets to like kind of that same area where Ether's at. That brings it to Narissa and Talara's on deck.
Can I see the creatures that are like pushing down the boulders?
You don't see them pushing down boulders. You just assume that's what's happening.
Yeah, yes, but can I see them? Is what I'm trying to.
Okay, make a
ask.
perception check.
Yes. Uh, 21.
Yeah, you see at the top of the spire where Ether's at, you can see one of them, it looks to be like pushing down boulders. And they're probably
far
about,
away?
from you,
Yeah.
probably like 120 feet.
Bitchin'. They're within range of a longbow. Gonna shoot up at them instead.
Okay.
Still using sharpshooter. They're too far for my hunter's mark to go to them though. So. That would be a natural 20.
Okay. So it's your base damage, which is, I'm on the wrong character sheet. It'd be a D8, so an 8, and then roll your damage on top of that.
4, 12, plus 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18, plus 10, 28.
Okay. You shoot up, it takes that damage, only part of it, but you can go ahead and make your second attack.
11.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
But after doing that, she's gonna be like, "Hey, over here!" Actively trying to get their attention so that they don't see the others like running up right away.
Okay. That brings it to our turn. She's still running up. Brings us to Vernon. What are you doing?
So I'm seeing everyone running to the spire, so I guess I'm running too.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna follow. And then I will also be
What you doing?
guess casting expeditious retreat again as a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way I bonked my mic, my bad. So I can keep running longer, an extra 30.
Okay, yeah, you do that. The rocks that are rolling down the mountain are gonna hit. I's gonna hit Ether and Talara. Those are the ones that are immediately right there. Misses Talara, but does hit Ether.
Is Lara still invisible?
Yep.
Go to Lara.
So I don't even know that it
Yeah.
was close to hitting Lara.
Nope.
And question, is the thing that was making me funky still in effect?
You still have 1 point of exhaustion.
Well, I didn't know if it was still.
Oh yeah, you still feel icky. Ether, you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
I'm good at those. Oh, hell yeah, 24.
Okay. You get knocked on like the shoulder, but you are able to stay up as the boulder kind of moves off and tumbles off of the spire. You see another boulder you see another kind of whiz past you and hear Talara, oh shit.
Lara?
Hello. That's not her voice.
Stay behind me, okay?
Okay.
I'm better at maneuver. I'm not either's voice either. I'm better at maneuvering than. Yeah, and just keeps going.
You don't hear a response, but you can definitely feel Talara's like, okay. The one that is behind all of you guys is gonna go up, and person in the back is Seraphina. It's gonna hit Seraphina. And hits for...
What does it roll to hit? Because my armor class is higher right now. It's a 17. Just FYI.
It hits way more than that.
Damn, okay.
Upsetting.
You take another 12 points of bludgeoning damage. It slams into you. That brings it to Work's turn. He's just gonna try to take out this guy that's right here.
That will work.
Hits. Okay. Take some damage. That brings it to Mariana. Ether, you're on deck.
Full 30 feet forward, bonus action dash, action, take the dodge action.
Okay. That brings it to Ether. What are you doing?
Using like any like movement that I have to move.
Okay.
Still like.
So you're still moving 90 feet up? Okay.
Yeah, and then actually I'll move 60 to have an action to hold my action to warn Talara about any boulders. So hopefully if one comes at her, I can give her the help action.
Okay, so you're holding it to try to help Talara. Okay. Cool. That brings us to Seraphina. What are you doing?
I'm going to point in whatever direction that I heard the voice come from, like when I was doing message the first time, and message again, and say, please stop. Hold on, that's not my voice either. God damn.
We're all losing it.
Please stop trying to attack us. I promise we're not trying to attack you. We're just trying to find a clue for us, and then we will be off, I swear. Can you please stop trying to attack us?
Make an Arcana check.
We believe in you!
Oh, yay.
Since our episode is me just yelling, I believe in you.
19
That's gonna be the title name, I believe in you.
Yes!
I'll take a picture of me doing this.
What did you roll?
26.
26. You hear another voice, or kind of a similar voice. Get off our island! That's all you hear.
I run 40 feet up towards the spires, like, in the group.
Okay. Brings the Devil's turn. He's still running. He's at this point, he's caught up with Ether. He's like, what are you doing? Should I help?
I get to the top of Aspire as quickly as possible.
Okay. And he takes another 30 feet. Brings it to, at this point, you see Devil Smile is kind of like 10 feet below where the boulders seem to be coming from. That brings it to Narissa with Talara on deck.
Same thing.
Okay.
Sharpshooter. This one. 17 to hit.
That does hit.
That is 17 damage. I rolled a 1. And then 16 to hit for the second one.
Okay, that exactly hits.
Ooh! 17 again.
Okay. You go and you shoot your 2 arrows, and at this point, Ether, you and Devil Smile both see these 2 arrows impact into this, kind of what looked to be like a boulder to you guys, impact, and you kind of look back, and Narissa is like 120 feet away from you guys. She's like shooting arrows. That brings it to Talara's turn. She's gonna move up. Yeah. At this point, she's probably right back up next, or kind of probably like 20 feet behind you now, Ether. That brings it to Vernon. What are you doing?
Continuing running with everyone else, so
Okay.
that would be 60 feet of movement.
Okay, I need, nope, he's only doing 2, so, okay, Ether, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength save. Devil Smile also takes damage and is splat on the ground. Not dead, but is, like, knocked prone.
I was scared. Okay.
Thanks for that clarification.
Yeah.
Warwick warned us about the splatting.
Ooh. Not good. 13?
Okay, you're knocked prone as well.
Fuck.
At that point, that means the boulder's rolling down towards Talara. I'll say, with your help, you were able to kind of guide it, but so I'll give it disadvantage on the attack.
If not, I can try using a spell to, like, push it. Probably won't work because it's not very strong, but, like...
I just need to see what Talara's armor class is, and it still hits her. Actually, wait, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's 1 off. Sorry. Sorry. I'm stressing you guys out for no reason. But that brings the one that's behind is fighting with Warwick. Okay, he takes some damage. That brings it to Mariana, and then Ether, you're on deck. Okay, Ether,
Yep.
are you still moving up? Okay, you have to use 15
up
feet of your
and
movement to
running,
get
but-
up, and then go.
I'll make up for it by doing cutting action.
So at this point, you are up next to that boulder that's throwing stuff, and you see it now. It's animated. It has those big, chunky kind of like rock arms. But that's your turn to get up there all the way. Brings us to Seraphina. What are you doing?
Oh gosh, she's running up, and then she's going to cast Scorching Ray on the one that's holding the boulders, that's throwing them down.
Okay. What's the
and
range
so
on that? What's the range on that?
120 feet.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna create 3 rays of fire and hurl them. I'm gonna hurl them all 3 at that one target, and so that's going to be. Oh, I have to make a ranged spell attack for each of them.
Yes.
So first one is 14 plus 7, 21.
That does hit.
Okay. Second one is 14 plus that's 21 again. Third one is 17 plus 7, so
Yep.
that hits. So
They
all
all
3 of them hit. And then where'd it go? There it is. On a hit, they 2d6 per.
Yes.
Yeah, per ray.
So
Okay.
it's 66.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I just went into Lara's voice. Okay. 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 6 is 17, 18, 22, 25 points of fire damage.
How do you kill it?
So, I create the 3 rays, and like they all look like the individual like lightning bolts, except they're fire, and they just all like congeal together and like just smack him straight into the head.
Okay, yeah. You see these 3 are flung up and then condensed together and bring this entity into a blaze of fire, and it begins kind of tumbling down. Ether, I need you to make a dex save. Devil Smile also has to too, so. What was that?
8.
Okay. You take another 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it kind of just tumbles down. Devil Smile also takes that damage. She's like, what the fuck? Okay. He gets back up. Warwick's handling the other one down there, so you guys are all racing up toward the top of the spire. By the time you guys all kind of get to that same place, I'll say Ether and Talara and the Red Tiefling can all make investigation checks while the rest of them are running up to meet you guys. Ooh.
21.
Okay. Kind of all 3 of you kind of at the same time kind of find this there's this ledge that's there. And there it looks to be like some sort of entrance on the side of the ledge, like into the spire.
She's gonna peek their head in.
Okay, you peek your head in. And that's where we're gonna take a break. See you in a few minutes. Alrighty, and welcome back. So we pick up as they've just fought their way up a spire. Boulders being thrown at them. Warwick is still down on the base floor, just going ham on this boulder. But the rest of you have all kind of made your way up. Ether, Talara, and Devil Smile are all kind of in this kind of, or on this ledge that's on the spire that does kind of hang off, and there's like a 200-foot drop, but you know, I'm gonna talk about that. And Ether kind of peeks your head. You peek your head into this space, and you see a very kind of a small kind of room. Looks to be probably like 7 by 7 feet. And off in that kind of far corner, it looks to have been deteriorated, and you can see like the jungle floor below you, or below it. But the floor here looks to be in that same kind of with the eye and then the stalks coming off of it, but it looks very worn.
Huh. Okay.
At this point, the rest of you kind of make your way up towards that kind of space.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna wait for everyone else to come because Ether does not know what to make of this.
Yeah.
As soon as everyone. Sorry, what?
Oh, if danger has like subsided, then yeah, Narissa has made her way up the spire.
It looks like Warwick's got it handled. He's going ham on this one dude down here while you helped with some arrows. The other Galabdir looks to be kind of far off and doesn't want to interact with you guys or hasn't noticed the fight going on.
Yeah, perfect. Then she'll head up the spire.
Once everyone's gathered back together, Seraphina's gonna let them know that like they were more like puppets, so the animatronic sharks that we faced in the water, like I think there's a theme kind of a deal. And also that they were speaking Terran language.
Oh.
Which
yes,
some of you
I understand that.
Some of you would know, especially the Genasi here, would know that Terran is like an offshoot of Primordial. Some elements are still the same, but for the majority, it's a different language.
So they didn't speak rock.
Technically, they did. Terran is Earth.
But now we know the name for rock. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna look around.
Okay. Do you go
Okay.
into that room, or are you just looking around the spire?
I'll stick my head in.
Okay, you look in, you see that kind of same space. 7 by 7 room. The floor looks to have been made what used to have been like a kind of marble but is all either crumbling, but in the middle it has the same kind of eye with the stalks coming off of it that you guys have assumed to be the Umimlara Institute in Darrencraft. And that kind of far corner, it looks to be kind of crumbling away, and you can see like the green of the forest below the spire.
I want to kind of investigate for any traps or see if there's a way that I could like get in there without being injured.
Okay, make an investigation check.
And while they do that, Vernon's going to heal both Seraphina and Mariana.
Okay.
Investigation is just slow again. 21.
Okay. Don't see any traps here at all. At least in this immediate kind of entryway and what you can gather from that.
Good to check at least.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna step in.
Okay, you step in. You immediately hear it, you can hear like the rock below you that's like holding this part of the room up, kind of like not crack, but you can hear it kind of move. Mm-hmm. So it's probably a little unstable here.
Okay. I'll step back a little bit then. I put like one step in, feel that with my foot, step back and get ether.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ether, you can fly.
Kind of. Why?
And can we can I get on your back and then you take us into that room?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And then cast levitate also.
Okay, you cast
And
levitate.
then they could go and like squat down a little bit so Mary I can get on their back, and then once they do, they're not exactly gonna fly, but they're like hovering, like to the point where it's like their feet are still on the ground, but it's not as much weight kind of thing.
Okay.
And then it's going to go in, and I want to investigate specifically the symbol.
Okay. At this point, you see Talara reappears and cast dancing lights in the room, so you guys, it's lit up.
Ah, what the fuck?
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Just
Okay.
investigate.
Yeah, you go and investigate. Make an investigation check for me.
$23.
Okay, and are you looking at anything for particular on the symbol or anything? Or
sorry, there's like a loud car going by. Probably like because the symbol is older. Like just like anything about the symbol, because it's just, like the first thing Ether notices is probably how worn this area is, and is going to like touch the symbol, see if there's like anything different about this one than the other ones they found.
okay, you kind of begin to investigate. You do get a sense from your investigation check that it did once hold like some sort of magic, kind of similar to the sphere that Marin had disappeared with. But there looks to be no magic here anymore, just based off that high investigation check. But nothing else seems to be different about it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna relay that information to Mariana.
I'm kicking my feet out, like on the piggyback. I just feel like it needs to be said. She's very comfortable. So they really did get the last clue.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Alright. Go doggy.
I'm gonna
No,
take
it's very
advantage of
funny.
this because I can feel IBS kicking in. I'll be right back.
Okay. Continue.
Should we go then to talk to them about it? Something tells me the Vixen wouldn't be very privy to that.
Let's just keep taking a look around on the spire for a little bit, see if we missed anything, see if they missed anything. Otherwise, we just came here and fought a bunch of rocks for no reason.
Yeah, I would like I would kind of like that to be worth something at least.
Yeah. Did we just come here and fight a bunch of rocks for no reason?
Did I get run over by a bunch of rocks for no reason?
I feel like a god is laughing at us.
Grandma
I feel
got
like
run over by a
several
reindeer.
are.
Sorry, what? What'd you say, Lindsay?
I said Grandma got run over by a reindeer. What?
Okay. Okay. Do you guys continue investigating this room?
Can I investigate the top bit? Like the we're on top of the spire?
What do you mean? It's just rock.
Just rock. There's no hidden
Okay,
middle.
for that. Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check as you're kind of just roaming around the top of the spire.
Yeah, investigation. I don't even know if that's a real word. It's a 14.
Kind of look around. Don't really see anything. No hidden traps or anything like that. No hidden spots.
Sounds good.
Ah, did we come here for no reason?
What else were we supposed to do? We were surrounded by 3 ships.
No, I understand why we came here. That was definitely the right move. It just... coming here and finding absolutely nothing is a little bit frustrating.
They did say they found the last clue. All right. Anyone want to talk to that rock guy?
Got it.
Mariana, as Ether is kind of beginning to like hover over out of the room, you do notice that where that part of the room is deteriorating, there looks to be like some sort of kind of like rock that juts out, and there looks to be something like draped over it.
Wait, stop! I hit them on the head.
Ow!
Very gently,
What?
Very gently. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh. What? What?
Stop. Go over there.
He's gonna go over there
Okay.
until do they see it as they're going over there?
As you kind of get closer towards where the part of this floor is deteriorated, you see that there's like this sharp kind of rock that juts out of the actual spire, and you see what looks to be a bag hanging from it.
Oh.
Here, hold on. I can get it with my foot.
I can move.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Please don't fall off and die.
It's don't. I've got. Don't worry. I'm holding on very tightly.
Okay. And it's still gonna have like an arm on Mariana's arm. Just in case. And is going to go grab the bag and then come back.
Okay. You kind of levitate down to where you need to be to get it, grab it, and then come back. What has everyone
And
else
then
been
once
doing
we're-
during this point?
Investigating to see if they actually came onto the spire.
Make a survival check with disadvantage.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, all of your ability checks right now are at disadvantage anyway, so. Do you
Double
have a-
disadvantage.
Do you have a
Well,
you have a
then
you
that
have an
first-
exhaustion
then that
point?
first- Yeah, then that first investigation was a nat 1. But this one is a 6.
Yeah. It's rock. Left
It's
no
rock.
footprint.
It's all rock to me.
Yep, it's rock.
Seraphina's just kind of walking around and like keeping an eye out to make sure that like no one else is coming up around us or trying to attack or anything.
Yeah, Narissa's staying around the edge with her bow in her hand, but not like drawn. Just keeping an eye out in case she needs to shoot anyone.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Yeah, you guys kind of go ahead and do that. And then you see Mariana and Ether kind of float back out of the room.
Did you find anything?
Hold up the bag. And can I check the bag to see if there's anything that's gonna explode out at me when I open it?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Just to be safe. 12.
Don't look to be trapped.
Okay, I'm gonna look in it.
Okay, you look in it. It's like a normal bag. Nothing in it.
Is there anything on it
Fucking kidding.
that would identify it as something?
It looks like a satchel.
What the fuck?
Plain satchel.
My detect magic, I think, is still on. Do I detect anything from it?
You do detect magic from it.
What do I detect?
You detect a divination spell that hides not a divination, a transformation spell that can transmutation, my goodness. Words. That changes the amount of space in an object.
I cast Dispel Magic on it.
It might be a bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Roll me a d20.
I think you might be about to make a bag of holding, not a bag of holding. You might be about to make a bag of holding a bag.
What would happen if that happens?
Roll me a d20. Plus your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, jeez.
Fantastic search.
8 plus 7, 15?
Let me find out the DC for this object.
As if there's... Oh my
Please
god,
don't
an
let this
entire
happen.
fucking boulder comes out of this bag.
Oh, shit.
I am fearing for my life.
As you're holding this bag, Ether, you see this you see Seraphina jut this like orange energy at it, and you can hear it begin to tear and rip, and it explodes. And I need you take 5 points of force damage as it kind of explodes, and everything in this bag explodes out onto the spire, some of it falling off into the forest below. Yeah. There is a smattering of coins, gems, a few scroll cases, which someone roll me a d100.
I got, yeah.
Okay.
Uh, 85.
Okay, 85% of it falls into the forest below you.
Oh, great.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, you're left with 15% of the loot.
Ow! Fuck!
Sorry about that. Whoops.
Or, fine. So, like, looks over at the, like, everything in the forest.
Everything
and is
that's
like,
just falling. And you eventually see just hit and scatter in the trees.
Oh, lovely. I might go and gather everything that fell. There might be a clue or something, or at least something that won't make us go back empty-handed. Should I do that, Captain? And it kind of like looks back at Mariana.
Yes.
Would you like to come with?
No.
It just waits for her to get off.
I get off.
Okay. So are you levitating down 200 feet into the forest?
Would anyone like to come with?
I can go with you.
Okay,
Okay,
so Nerissa's going with you.
Same thing, piggyback ride.
Okay, you begin levitating down into the forest floor. We'll come back to you guys. What is everyone doing as they see just Ether and Nerissa just floating down towards the forest floor, and there's just kind of like a meager amount of treasure.
Vernon's like collecting what fell on top of the spire and just kind of like thinking about how gross he feels.
Okay, you're very sweaty, you feel nauseous, you don't feel good.
He probably collects like a handful of things and just sits down and just like feel like shit.
You look like shit.
felt like shit.
Mariana is sitting down with her legs hanging off the end and is laying back, just like contemplating all of her life decisions.
Vernon's laying next to her, like, I feel.
Can Seraphina also detect magic on Vernon?
You don't detect any magic on
Damn,
Vernon.
okay. Vernon, should you try and heal yourself a little bit? Because you do look quite awful.
I can't. I healed you. I can't heal me. It's the loss of my magic.
I don't have anything that would help you, I'm sorry.
I don't have anything that would help me.
Okay. So, between the people who are still here, you guys kind of collect up the treasure. You get 272 gold, 72 silver. You get a violet garnet, and you get a broken potion of healing.
Great. So we have the
Okay.
potion bottle. It's
Yeah,
like-
you have the potion bottle, and it's just like the actual potion is like on the ground.
Someone go lick that. No. It
So
might
that
still
was
work.
How much gold did we get?
272 gold, 72 silver, a violet garnet.
And a broken healing potion.
Is that all the stuff that we got up here? That's not what they got down there. Okay. I look at the broken healing potion and I go, Lay back down. I'm just laying down.
Okay.
I'm having an existential crisis.
We'll go back down to the forest floor with Ether and Narissa. You guys, it takes like 20 good minutes for you guys to float down this, so if you want to talk during that time, you can.
This fucking sucks. Not
kidding.
yeah, wait, are you doing okay? Were you hurt at all?
Oh no, I'm like completely fine. How are you, hun?
Manage.
She'll cast a level 1 cure wounds. She hears all manage and she's like, Whoops.
Yeah, at
Go
least
ahead.
I'm doing better than when you tried to spar with me.
I did kind of kick your ass.
I would have been fine. I would have kicked your ass.
You heal 5 hit points.
Thank
Or
you.
wait. 6 hit points.
Thank you.
You wish you would have kicked my ass.
I would have kicked your fucking ass.
You were almost
I would've.
unconscious. You were gonna bleed out on the ship.
Only because we had to battle beforehand.
Sure. I'll let you believe
Like, if I was completely fine before, would have beat your ass. There's no
I
question
have
about
healing magic. I would have been fine.
that. I have some healing magic. I would have been fine as well.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Their eyes.
And eventually you guys kind of drift down and drift between the trees and stand on the forest floor, the jungle floor. What are you guys doing now?
Ether is going to walk around, look for any of the treasure that fell, and it's kind of just honestly doesn't really care for most of it. Just takes up that they think would be important. Is mostly looking for anything that can be any sort of clue to the treasure.
Okay. Make an investigation check. And Narissa, you can do the same if you'd like.
Yes. Narissa will kind of walk in the opposite direction from them to cover more ground, but she's gonna recast Hunter's Mark on them so that she always knows where they are and can find her way back to them if she needs to.
Okay.
So you
I got
have
a
the little
24.
anglerfish thing over your head again.
Oh, lovely.
And sorry, you said investigation?
Yes.
That, in the words of Kristen, is a sexy little 9.
Okay. What did Ether get?
24.
Okay. You're not really finding much, Narissa, as you kind of walk around. You find, like, the odd, like, 25 gold and a few odd silver. As you're kind of walking around, Ether, you find a lot of the gold. You find, like, another, like, 175 gold, another 45 silver. You do find a scroll case, and you also find, a kind of a little necklace of pearls.
Hmm.
And they're like
But
the
nothing-
dark, like the dark black pearls.
Oh. Nothing relating to the treasure or anything at all.
Not from what you've known to lead to clues of the treasure.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, once Ether finds all of that, they're gonna go back and find Narissa.
I'd like you both to make perception checks for me.
Mm. 21.
Okay. Yeah, Ether, you're just making your way. You're Narissa, you are still looking around, trying to figure out try to find any more of the treasure that was dropped here. And eventually you hear Ether coming through the forest, and you see them.
Over here, hon. She waves at him.
Oh. Hey, and they're gonna go back over to her. Did you find anything by chance?
She will hold out her hand with the 25 gold in it.
As you're holding it out, you see behind Ether, in the foliage, you see yellow and black stripes. Or not yellow, orange.
She's gonna close her hand around it, put a hand over his mouth, and that. And she'll cast Paths Without a Trace.
Okay. Make stealth checks with disadvantage for me.
Plus 10.
Get out of there, babies! Fly to the
10.
sky, babies!
One of them was a nat 20.
One of them with a 16. Okay,
17, so 27 total.
Dirty 20.
You do that, and as you're casting the spell, you see it disappear into the foliage, but you can still hear it, very faintly. You can hear it off. A minute passes. 2 minutes pass. And then you hear rustling, and you can hear it galloping towards you, and it jumps out and is about to attack. What are you guys doing?
I am pushing Narissa behind me, shooting it. Yeah.
Okay, make an attack.
Yeah, she'll drop
Levitate
the gold
away!
and whoop.
Okay. That is 19 plus 20, 26 to hit, and I'll use a goading attack.
Okay.
Shit.
9 damage.
Okay.
And it has to make a, I think, wisdom saving throw?
Okay, 16.
Okay, it saves.
Um,
But I'm basically doing that, grabbing Narissa. Get
Yeah.
it.
you shoot, and as soon as you shoot, it shoots into its shoulder, and it comes down, slams on top of you, and you take 24 points of slashing damage.
Oh, God.
What are you doing, Narissa? I also need you to make a strength saving throw, Ether.
Narissa will move her hunter's mark onto it.
Okay.
And she'll fucking attack it twice while using her sharpshooter.
A 14 for the saving throw.
Okay, it tosses you 15 feet.
Ow.
13 for the first attack.
Does not hit.
15 for the second.
You see it as you think it's about to hit, but then it flexes its muscles and it just bounces off.
We gotta go!
I need you to all roll initiative. Just you three. You guys hear screams at the bottom of the forest floor.
Nat 20.
Okay.
For a total of 24, if that matters.
Got a 13. I'm scared. Ether is not doing well.
Yeah, I know. I looked at your HP before and I was like, I'm so sorry. What's about to happen?
Oh god.
But yeah, that brings it to Nerissa. You're up. What are you doing?
Sharpshooter double attack!
Okay. Your first attack, you have advantage, or yes, you have advantage on.
Lovely. That is a 16.
That does not hit.
Attack number 2. Still with sharpshooter. No, that's lower.
Okay, what are you doing?
That's a good question. That is a very good question. Seeing that Ether has been pretty badly hurt and got flung to the side, she will put herself, like, in between them so that if he wants to go for Ether, he has to go through her, because I have full health. So
Okay.
I can take some hits.
I might suggest not fighting this thing.
Yep, just making sure Ether can get up so we can both
Okay,
run.
cool. Cool, yeah. Brings it to its turn. It's gonna go for you, Nerissa, since you're in front of it. Does 12 hit?
No.
Okay. That's its first attack. Second attack does hit.
Silvery barbs.
Still hits.
Damn
And are you giving you or Nerissa the advantage?
Nerissa.
Okay. Nerissa, you take 19 points of slashing damage from it. But that brings us to Ether. What are you doing?
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Let me just double check the.
If we're up top and we can hear them struggling, can we start like trying to do stuff?
What do you want to do from 200 feet in the sky?
Damn, we're 200 feet up.
Okay, so 2d10 thunder damage from me. Which is 9.
Okay. You see, as it doesn't take as much damage as you would hope.
Ah!
I'd like you to make a nature check, Nerissa.
I would say Seraphina's gonna start running towards them to be able to like get at least 120 feet
That was an 8.
in range.
Okay. The only way down is to go down the mountain. It's like a sharp cliff.
I think we just gotta wait for them. I mean, I can lean over and shoot my crossbow
You can't see them.
into
There's
the
a-
abyss.
Yeah, there's a jungle. There's a thick, dense jungle that's obscuring their location from you, but you can hear the screams.
I think we just gotta wait for Ether to levitate them out of there.
Levitate's gone.
Yeah. Nerissa will be like, get up so we can run, please.
Okay, Ether, what are you doing?
Yep, getting up. And wait for Nerissa and we book it.
Yep.
Okay. This will be a skills check to try to escape and not an initiative. So you'll need 3 successes. You can do varying different things. You can do different skill checks. You can try to distract the creature, anything like that. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Can I try to do survival to like find us the quickest way through like the jungle brush?
Yeah.
Do acrobatics just to try to keep moving.
We'll wait until we figure out what this is.
30-20.
Okay, that is a success. Okay, you begin to kind of weave in and out of the forest floor, diving under foliage, under trees. You seem to be gaining ground, but it's still on you. What do you, Ether? What would you like to do? And I will mention also, if you continue to do the same check, the DC gets higher and higher.
Gotcha. So the 3 successes, is that for each of us or together?
You need 3 successes before you get 3 failures.
Yes, but so we're each making checks, right?
You can each make checks, yes.
So do we need 3 successes in total or 3 successes for each character?
In combination. You are working together to try to race out of the forest before this thing gets you.
Okay. I want to do acrobatics. Just full sprinting, like dead sprint.
Okay, so you're trying to like be able to jump over kind of any obstacles. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
16.
Okay, that just succeeds. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws. At this point, it's been about half an hour you're running through the forest.
24.
19.
Okay. Yeah, you guys both continue forth. You guys are starting to get tired, but you're pushing through. You guys think you've lost it, and then you see out of the corner of your eye, Nerissa, as it begins to go on your right side, beginning to kind of corral you guys in. What's your guys' next move?
I'm trying to think of a way that I could use animal handling.
Try to tame it.
I was thinking more like trying to convince it that something else is a better option. I don't know how I would do that.
We have stuff, like a bag of, like, Ether still has the bag. You can, like, fill the bag.
What are you guys doing?
Very weird thing. Do these go after, like, do I know if these go after, like, anything that moves, or, like,
You don't
sharks
know.
go to smell of blood?
You don't know. You've never read anything about this type of creature.
Okay. Can I try to use sleight of hand in terms of, like, we try to, like, juke it? Like, we are running one way, and then when we round a corner, we, like, stop and hide behind a tree to see if it keeps going.
That would be more of a stealth check, but you can try.
They equate to the same number for me, so that works.
I'll let you know the DC for that is high.
Got a 22.
That is a failure.
Fuck! That was an 18 on the die.
Okay. This is just gonna be a shot in the dark. I don't want to give us another failure if it doesn't work.
At this point, you guys went to go hide behind like a stump, and it leaps over and it goes and slashes at one of you. Not either. Nerissa, you take that was cocked. You take 7 points of slashing damage as it kind of it slashes at you from below, and then it still has to go with momentum. What are you guys doing in that instant?
Shooting it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a precision attack. Good. Where's my game? No, fuck, I had stuff to it. 18?
That just hits.
Alright, 8 damage.
Okay, I will say that gives you enough edge to where you guys can continue sprinting forward. What are you guys doing now? What's your next skill check?
So it's behind us again?
Yes.
Nerissa will look over her shoulder and cast web at it.
Okay.
You have to make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
Shoot. Okay.
That would be considered a failure at 2 and 2.
Okay,
Okay.
my bad idea was, so they've both been hurt, right? They have blood on them. And Ether theoretically, like, tell me how you would think this would work. Ether just rubs the bag on their blood and then just throws it. They have
What
to roll
check?
a perception or an
What check would you like to
that
use for that?
I feel deception would work. Animal handling.
Okay.
Hand.
I don't think deception because you're not like charming it in a way. I would say either sleight of hand or animal handling. You decide.
Nerissa, are you good at either of those? Because if not, we can just do a different idea.
You guys got to do an idea now.
I'm good at animal handling. You can do
Animal
it.
handling.
Okay.
You also have the advantage from Silvery Barbs if you haven't used that yet.
It's been past a minute in game.
Ah, shit.
Damn it.
I didn't realize I could use it on these. That is an 18.
Okay, you guys are running. You smear the blood of both of you down, and you begin running, darting, hoping it takes path, and you are still running for about another 30 minutes before you hit the beach. And it doesn't seem to be following you. For now. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I think when we heard them screaming, we trying to look around the spire to see if we missed anything else, and then head down the spire and back to the way we came.
Okay. You guys look around the spire, nothing else.
Yeah.
Warwick is just down at the bottom, and you see just this crumble of just rock around him.
Good job, Warwick.
Thank you, Captain. I hate this island.
You've avenged your cousin's death.
Okay, you guys are heading back down, traversing that way? Okay.
Mm.
Are you guys going at the same pace you guys were going up, going any faster, any slower?
Probably want to get there before it gets dark.
Okay.
So, faster.
I'll ask for someone to make a survival check with Warwick.
I got a +6. What do you guys got?
I have 0, so that's on you.
Advantage.
Got it.
So
Yeah, it's true. 17.
Okay. You guys kind of begin making your way kind of hastily through the forest. You guys are about 2 hours in. I need everyone to make another con save. Except for Vernon and Talara.
I have advantage, right?
Yes.
Natural 20.
I also got a natural 20.
You're not in this, Ether.
Oh shit. Never
I
mind.
meant everyone that was in that group. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
I got a 15.
Okay. Warwick seems to kind of begin to get sluggish as he's moving through. But yeah, you guys are about 2 hours in, or about 2.5 hours in. It's beginning to like start to get dark. Dusk is coming. You guys do eventually kind of see like 150 feet off that kind of same kind of creature that you guys had seen before in the morning. Looks to be kind of looks to have made some sort of fresh kill. Yeah, you guys continue forth unless anyone wants to stop and try to do something. Okay, you guys continue forth, and just as the sun is beginning to set along the Shalaran Seas, You guys make it to the coast. What were Narissa and Ether doing in this moment? You guys would have arrived at the coast before they did.
The creature is not following us, correct?
Correct.
Narissa is going to push down on Ether's shoulders so that they sit. And then she'll sit
Ether
next
does
to
not
them.
hesitate. They're tired.
Yeah, she'll sit next to them. And can I do a medicine check to try and like bandage any wounds that they have? Because I can't heal anymore. 18.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of stop any kind of bleeding. I'll say you heal 1 hit point.
She's just being very gentle, just taking the time to really make sure that she's got them covered and that they're okay.
Yeah. About half an hour later, you guys are kind of sitting on the beach. You guys are letting the kind of water kind of wash yourself. You see the rest of the crew break the tree line. You see Ether and Narissa. They're slightly covered in blood.
Oh, good, you guys are safe.
Bye.
We were worried.
Oh,
What happened to you?
Tiger thing?
I thought he killed one of you because he was over there with a fresh skill.
the bag. We like the bag in our blood and threw
You're
it, and
you're
he
the smart one
actually went for that.
here. Smart thinking.
Thank you.
They have the biggest brain.
Okay.
I mean, I think here I technically have the biggest brain because I'm, bigger than you.
I hope they have the most thoughts.
That yeah,
Not
I agree.
really, and then like lays down on the ground. They're very tired.
I do think though, we should probably get going because that thing
Yeah.
would probably smell
Yes,
the blood that you
please.
extracted.
Oh, just give me a second.
Can I try and piggyback them?
Yeah. What's your strength?
10.
Okay, it's average. You can piggyback them to the rowboats.
Yeah. I'm tall enough for it. It doesn't look awkward.
Yeah. As you guys kind of begin rowing out towards the Golden Rose, you guys do see that the Golden Tide has gone back to being in gangplank, like aside the Golden Rose. But the other 2 ships are kind of still far off into the ocean. Eventually, you guys get up. You get on top of the deck of the Golden Rose. And the Vixen and the Minotaur First Mate seem to be awaiting your presence.
Narissa will like lean to Ether and be like, "Do you want to stay up here for this, or do you want to go lay down? Because I can help you
No,
back to the room."
I want to see what happens.
Okay.
Seraphina will immediately go up to the Vixen and ask for her to follow her to her room.
Okay. Kind of leans back and whispers to the Minotaur again. He nods and kind of just kind of follows to the stairs that lead down, and kind of just makes a mark, like takes a mark there. And you guys go down to your room. So what have you decided?
Can we go into the other VC for this?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so
You walk
Sarah
in,
Seraphina.
yeah, you walk into the room with the Vixen. She kind of just leans against the closed doorway. So, what have you decided?
Well, I have a few conditions if I am to go with you.
It depends on what they
One.
are.
Well, one would be that this entire ship and crew cannot be harmed.
That is what I agreed to in the first place, my dear.
I know. I'm just reiterating that condition. The second would be, obviously, you would have figured that, we went to find the next clue,
Yes.
as they would have. And you have already said to me that you have that clue.
In a way, yes.
Give them at least a fighting chance, because for this, it's not just about the treasure itself. So give this crew a fighting chance to be able to still continue on this journey to figure out what they need to figure out regarding where the treasure is and whatnot. Since you already have what you're saying is the next clue and such, we'll still be ahead, but give them that fighting chance. Give them the information for it.
Okay. Any other conditions you have?
I can captain one of the other ships.
Oh, you don't think I wasn't going to put you there?
I'm just saying.
As long as you can show trust, I'll put you as captain on one of the ships in a week at a time.
That's fair.
But don't think I won't cannon down one of my ships if you decide to double cross me.
That is also fair. I would say, let me take care of what I need to, and I will be on your ship before the night is over tonight.
You see, I said I'd give you till dusk.
You said that you would give me till dusk to give you an answer. I've given you my answer now.
Fine, you have 1 hour.
I'll accept that.
Okay.
Just you and... Do I know the Minotaur's name?
Yeah, you would know his name. His name is, Finner.
Okay. Just go ahead with Finner and go back to the ship, and I'll be there within the hour.
Okay. If you're not, you know what I have to do, unfortunately.
I understand.
Kind of, just gives you the 2 kisses on the cheek, and leaves the room, walks back up. So, you guys all see the Vixen go below deck, and about 5 minutes later, comes back up, takes the Minotaur, walks along the gangplank, and just sits kind of at a table on the deck of the ship, and plays cards with a few of her crewmates.
On her ship?
Yes.
Okay.
The gangplank stays where it is.
Rafina, what's the call?
We should go ahead and get ready to set sail. She won't be bothering the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we set sail for?
It's a good question. Seraphina messages the Vixen, and it's just like, what information should I give them for the next clue?
As soon as you take part of your deal, I will give it to them.
She rolls her eyes. All right. Let's get ready to set sail, and then the Vixen has promised that she will give information on what needs to be, on what we need to do or where we need to go for the next clue.
And you are setting sail with us, correct?
I will help you get the ship ready.
Seraphina,
Oh.
come speak with me for a minute.
Seraphina follows Mariana.
I go to the captain's quarters. Anyone who would like to join us is welcome to come in. I open the door and I nod if any of you would like to come in too.
Vernon's definitely going in.
There does as well.
Clara joins.
Nerissa
Close
will
the door.
follow.
Okay, what the fuck is going on?
Not going, are you?
The Vixen said that she had that they have the means to the next clue. And I talked with her and she will agree to go ahead and give the ship the means to get to the next clue.
Didn't answer my question.
So we need to get ready to set sail for that.
What do you need to do to get the clue?
I need to help you get ready.
Seraphina, cut the absolute bullshit right now. Be completely honest with me about everything that has happened. What is going on?
What I spoke with her about. So we need to go ahead and get ready. And Seraphina at that point gets up and walks out and goes to her room instead.
All right. I go speak to the Vixen.
Okay.
You want Ether to go with, or just Mariana?
Are you trying to board the ship?
Yeah, I go and stop at the gangplank and wait for someone to say it's okay for me to go.
You can speak from there. What do you want?
What the fuck do you want Seraphina to do?
She knows what she wants to do. She gets to make the decision.
Right. You have no right to take my second mate from me.
I'm not taking her. She wishes to come aboard the ship on her own free will. She can. She doesn't, I have to fulfill my orders.
Right, your orders. Alright. So the Skeleton King wants Raganorth's treasure because he's some fucking ancestor?
He wants the gold because he's a fucking pirate.
Right, we don't care about the fucking gold.
Okay.
Have all of it. We just need to find it.
You see, I don't think I can trust you, Banshee.
The feeling is mutual.
That is fine. But let a grown woman make a grown woman's decision.
No, it's a little bit different. When we have respect for the people on our ship, we have respect for our captains, and our crew, and our quarters, and our mates, and everything, and our little mateys, and every single fucking person on this ship, including the fucking dog who's dying. So,
I have no idea what that means, but I don't give a shit.
I know. I understand that you don't understand a lot of things. So, whatever happens, it's understandable. Just...
It's okay, Seraphina's made her decision. Let her live with it.
No, it was nice to meet you.
Cannot say
I'll remember.
likewise.
Yeah, I know. I have that effect on people. I wink and turn back and go to my captain's quarters.
Seraphina?
So while this entire conversation is going on between the two of them, Seraphina is going to grab whichever clue that she was holding on to in her room, and she's going to place it into Ether's room. She's going to grab her belongings, and she's going to dimension door onto the Golden Tide into the Vixen's captain's quarters. And she's going to message the Vixen saying, okay, I'm aboard. I'm here in your quarters. While you are having your discussion with the Banshee, please give them the clue so that they understand that you are holding up your end of the bargain that we have struck.
Okay. Fina will come and see if you're really there.
I just wave to the Minotaur as he comes in.
He ducks his head in, sees you're in there, ducks out, gives a nod. Those of you aboard the deck, you see the gangplank rise up, and you see this quick burn of draconic runes onto the deck of the Golden Rose, and the Golden Tide begins to sail off with Seraphina aboard.
So nobody knows yet.
Nobody knows yet. And that's where we're going to end today's session and pick up next week.
Oh, Ether's gonna be so sad.
Vernon's going to sob.
Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the Portent Cast, and may the dice guide you to beautiful friendships.